Cancel culture to me it's been very interesting to watch it sort of formally be a main aspect of culture for a bit to now seemingly like it's getting canceled or on its way out. We went from these really extreme ways of balancing out a space that didn't have much accountability. I understand that, you know. Like anything that humans do, we often take it to the extreme and then we're left going like, well, if there's no humanity, no space for someone's humanity now, then there's no space for my humanity. You know, I think like you said, we can start with virtue being from an inauthentic place and get to an authentic place. We can start from this space of dehumanizing other and not allowing the space for reparation, restoration. I mean, it's the same way that we treat the earth with constant extraction. It's the same thing. And if we expect perfection from other, which is totally impossible, especially because it's the expectations of the people you don't even know have expectations about the words you're supposed to use, the thing you're supposed to do. You don't allow space for it in yourself. And I think that's where it can get really scary. You know, I've been thinking a lot about that too, that I think when we stand in virtuous spaces engaged in cancel culture, we are actively seeking to put other people in our crosshairs so that no one dare put us in theirs. You know, if I'm actively participating in these movements of canceling, then it means no one's going to look at me. Of course, now people are canceling cancelers. So I guess it has turned around a little bit. I've witnessed many attempts at cancellation, and it's amazing how traumatic it is because there's no space for growth. And I think it's just so indicative of generally a lot of our culture and families and communities, religion, where we don't say to the person, like, teach us what you just learned. Like, imagine if that was, you know, the space that we cultivated, which I think we are learning to cultivate.
I've done a lap around the track on being canceled, where I was able to cultivate love, which, you know, wasn't immediate and took some work, but I thought, wow, I know that some of the people who have said the cruelest things and gotten people on the bank, like, you know, really just lit other people's tortures of hate, they don't want me to commit suicide. But I had, you know, when I went through some challenges, there were a lot of amazing things. The degree of pain that I observed was amazing. The mob mentality was amazing. The love was incredible. But what struck me was how many people reached out to me to ask me to make sure I didn't take my own life. These are, you know, celebrities, some names everybody would know who had been through some rough patches themselves. And I'd say, you know, they call and they say, are you thinking about killing yourself? And I'd say, no, brother, I'm good. Like, I got a kid. I'm good. I'm not, you know, and like, well, because I was having thoughts and I was like, you, what? It is like a train drives through your living room and everybody feels the devastation of that. And I really don't believe that that's what any one canceller wants. I mean, yes, look, there are some dark characters who just want destruction and want you to like never show your face again. But I really think that what happens from the canceller is they want to be loved. They want to be seen, heard, felt, understood, and this is how they're going to go about it. It's a very unhealthy way to go about it because it wreaks destruction. But also, you know, this is a more metaphysical viewpoint, but I really believe that, you know, when you withhold love, it creates an energetic backup in your physical system. You know, there's karma, which I think people really misunderstand, but that energetic backup, you know, it might just begin with a headache. You might wonder, well, how come I'm not sleeping at night? Because you've been hateful. Your energy bodies are clogged, and that will have a material manifestation. It won't be pleasant.